Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I recently just posted my VIB sale recommendation video and I thought I would go ahead and share my wish list with you guys as well. I try to do these close together every year just to show you guys what I'm thinking about purchasing. Most of these are new products for me, so some of them are things that I want to restock up on, and then the majority of them are things that I just want to personally try. So I always like showing you guys both what I have tried and recommend picking up, and then also what I'm thinking about picking up personally. Now, once again, just like my wish list every year is always very large, my actual wish list of what I would like to get, but of course I'm not going to be purchasing all of these items. In fact, I'm trying to be really good, so I am going to try to narrow this down to just a handful, maybe 3 or 4 products. We'll see. I'm trying to put myself on a pretty strict budget for this sale. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at what I have in my wish list. So the first thing here is from Dr. Jart. This is they call it the Tarot of Masks. So every year he comes out with a sheet mask set. I did buy last year's sheet mask set. I really like them because they're great value. This one, for example, is $36, but you're getting 6 masks in here, and most of these masks retail between $7 to $12 depending on the mask. So it's a really good value. I don't have too many sheet masks right now. I actually feel like my sheet mask collection is pretty minimal and I do use them, so I feel like that's something I might end up picking up. Again, I just think it's a good deal. Next to that, I have the Violet Voss. This is the Taupe Notch palette. There's a whole bunch of Violet Voss palettes available right now on Sephora's website, and I do own the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette, which I think is a very beautiful palette. So I'm actually really thinking about picking up this one here. It's really hard to tell the color selection from this actual these photos. It looks like a bunch of like warm tone shadows and then some taupey shades in there as well. I don't know, it just looks like shades I would actually use, and I really do like her formula, so that's something on my radar. Honestly, it's probably not going to make the cut because I have some other items in this cart or in my loves list that are kind of priority over that one, but it's one that I would like to eventually get and try out. So there's that. Next to that, I have this set from Drunk Elephant. I've been wanting to try Drunk Elephant skincare for some time, and it's just one I haven't gotten around to trying. Now, I don't know if I'm going to pick this up because I have so much skincare I am trying to get through. If you guys didn't see my skincare declutter, I'll link it above, but I have a ton of skincare right now. So even though I've really been wanting to try this, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick it up this time. So yeah, anyways, the Drunk Elephant set is one I would really like to try, but I just don't feel like I can justify it right now. So I'm not sure if that's, I don't think that one's going to make the cut, but I really want to try this set in particular because it is their vitamin C set. It's a good value for how much product you're getting, and you can try a whole bunch of different products. I've never tried anything from Drunk Elephant, so everything in this kit would be new for me, which is always something to look at when you're looking at purchasing a kit. If you feel like 2 of the items you're not going to use or 2 of the items you already have, it's not worth it, but for me, this whole set would be really worth it. So it's tempting. It's definitely tempting. Now, I do have some more skincare in here. This here is the Kate Somerville Mega C Dual Radiant Serum. I used up a full size of this, and I've been recently trying some new skincare, and you guys know I've been struggling with my skincare recently, and I'm really considering picking up this and something down here that was a little set I'll show you in a second. That when I was using this Mega C Serum and this down here, my skin was gorgeous. So I'm kind of contemplating just going back to using those. They were my nighttime serums, and my skin was gorgeous, you guys. Like I really miss that product, so it's definitely on my wish list. It's quite expensive, and we stopped carrying it at my store, so I don't get my in-store discount on that anymore. So that is something I would definitely consider picking up during the VIB sale so I can get at least the 20% off. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. This here is the other product that I was thinking about getting because I used them, like I said, together. I would use this vitamin C serum one night and then the next night the Retisphere Micro Peel. And again, my skin was just gorgeous when I was using those. And we also stopped carrying this product at my store. We got rid of like half of what we carried from Kate Somerville, and I'm really sad because I love both of those products. And again, I might consider picking them up during the sale because yeah, they're definitely a holy grail item for me. Also, I skipped ahead, but this here is also from Kate Somerville. This is the Uncomplicated SPF. You guys would have seen this in my last empties. I just ran out and I do need to restock on that, so that's something on my wish list for the sale. Again, I'm going to have to really narrow this down, so I'm not sure if that's going to make it, but we'll see. Next, I have the Urban Decay Heavy Metals Metallic Eyeshadow Palette. I haven't seen much about this. I did see that Liv Loves Her Makeup had done a review on this, but I didn't get a chance to watch that video yet. But I hadn't really heard much about this coming out, and so I'm not really sure about it. I'm just kind of intrigued to hear more about it, I guess. It looks very interesting with the packaging and stuff. Next to that I have this here. This is from It's Skin. It's called the Cookies and Body Ice Cream. So it's only $10 and the reviews are really, really good on this. So that's something I think I might pick up. I might pick up a couple, one for me to try and then one for like a stocking stuffer or something like that. Because it's a really good deal, and as I mentioned, the reviews are good. So I'm very curious about that little guy right there. Scrolling down, I did put this in my wish list as well. This is the Sephora Favorites Give Me Some More lip set. It's $68, so it is kind of expensive, but you get a ton of product in here. I'm going to take you guys in so we can see it better. So in this set, you are getting a bunch of full size as well as a ton of minis. We actually had a client return this in store, so I got to see it in store, and there's a lot of good stuff in here. So I'm going to read real quick what comes in the set to you guys, but it's all listed on the website as well. It says this set contains the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Gloss in Vintage. These are all that is a mini size. It also contains a mini size of the Bobbi Brown Luxe Lip Color. It also contains the Dior Lip Maximizer in Pink 01, the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte in Bombshell, and that one I think is the full size, and I don't own that shade. Also, you do get a mini of the Hourglass Girl Lip Stylo in Influencer. I've been wanting to try these lip stylos from Hourglass. Also, the Laura Mercier Cosmetics Lip Sensational Muted Pink. So I think that's just like a lipstick. So anyways, yeah, there's a lot in here. I actually decided I don't want to read it all because there's a lot, but as you guys can see, it's a huge set and the value is really good. Does it tell you on here? Yeah, it tells you that the retail value of this is $254, you guys, and they have it priced at $68. So that's a really, really good deal, especially because there's a lot in there I've been wanting to try. So I'm definitely considering picking that one up during the sale for sure. Next to that, I have this in here because this is something I've been looking at for a while. This is from Ciate. It is a collaboration they did with Chloe Morello. If you don't know who she is a YouTuber. I think she's Australian or something. Anyways, it's a little palette that she had collabed with them on, but this is a holiday set that has that eyeshadow palette collab as well as some other products. There's a mini mascara, one of their lip paints, and it looks like an eyeliner. It's hard to see from here. So it's a good value because I think the eyeshadow palette itself is $49 normally. So you're basically getting all of these products for free. Yeah, it's a liquid liner, it looks like. And I've heard really good things about this eyeshadow palette. It's had very, very good reviews online. The shades look gorgeous. It's a variety of some neutral shades as well as some fun pops of color. And I feel like this is something I would actually use a lot. So I'm really considering picking that one up. It's been kind of on my radar for a while. So next I have this Viseart little eyeshadow palette. This is called the Golden Hour eyeshadow palette. This is a new little format that they've done. They've had those little mini palettes before and then they're larger palettes, but this palette's only $49, which sounds like a lot for 9 eyeshadows, but for Viseart, that's a really good deal. Again, I just love the formula of Viseart eyeshadows. I've been wanting to expand my Viseart collection because I only have 2 of the little mini palettes, but they're so expensive. So yeah, I was thinking about purchasing this because it's a good value for their shadows. Talking about good values, the next one is from Stila. This is their Written in the Stars Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow set. So I love these glitter and glow eyeshadows. These are really, really good. I only own one shade, which is one of the purple shades, so I don't have any of these more neutral colors. Now these are mini sizes, but I still don't think I would go through a full size of these, even though they're smaller. When you use these, a little goes a long way, so it's not something I feel like I would rush through using up. And these are more neutral shades that I feel like I would use more often than the purple one that I already own. And for $25, I think I want to say they're $23 a piece normally or something like that. I know they're in the $20 range. So getting 3 shades for that price, I feel like that's a really good value. I'm definitely thinking about picking that up. I'm also thinking about picking one up for my daughter as a stocking stuffer because she always tries to steal mine. So I think she would really enjoy that. Let's scroll down. Next I have this here. This is the Laura Mercier Face Illuminator Collection. I feel like is this new for the holiday, you guys? Did she have a different one last year? I know she had one like this last year. I don't know if it's the same one or if there's different shades in this one. I cannot remember, but it's $58. I had one like this on my wish list last year, maybe the same one, but I almost bought it last year and it didn't quite make the cut when I had to really narrow down my shopping list for the VIB sale. And I still really, really want this. I do own one of her full size highlighters and in the shade Indiscretion, and I love it. I use it often, but I would love to have some more of them, and I feel like this is a great way to pick some up and have a variety of shades, because highlighters is one of those things too. I don't feel like I'm wasting my money when I buy a smaller size because I'm not going to rush through it. You know, usually if it's like a foundation or a face powder or something like that, you go through quickly, so buying a mini size isn't really worth it. But a mini size on a highlighter, I mean, have I ever gone through a full highlighter? No, I haven't. I haven't even hit pan on a highlighter before, so getting these minis I feel like is a really good value. Next up, speaking of primers, this here is a brand new primer from Peter Thomas Roth. This is called the Skin to Die For No Filter Mattifying Primer. I'm obsessed with pretty much everything Peter Thomas Roth. I think he has an amazing line, especially anti-aging products. So I really love his products, and I love a mattifying primer. So I'm definitely tempted to try this. Now we do have it in my store, so I don't know, I might pick it up before I leave, before I lose that discount I get, but this is definitely something that's on my wish list. Next up, I am very curious about this. Have you guys seen this? Have any of you tried it? Please leave me comments if you've tried it, because I'm very curious. It's got mixed reviews. Some people love it, some people hate it, and I'd really love to know more about it. It's from a brand called Moon Juice. It is the full Moon Dust box, but basically these are like dietary supplements, and you get this sample box here that comes with how many different ones? 6 different little packets of their dietary supplements. So you're supposed to mix them in with a drink and drink it down, and it's basically like vitamins, but there's different ones. The brain dust sounds really interesting because as you age, like your brain just doesn't work as sharp, and something like that sounds really interesting to me. But I don't know, I'm just curious about these. It's $35, so it's kind of expensive for just 6 one-time use packets, but let me know if you guys have tried it. All right, and then the last one on this row is this Glam Glow sheet mask. This is brand new from them. This is called the Bubble Sheet. We don't carry this in our store, even though we have Glam Glow. We haven't got this yet. It's $9, which is about average for a sheet mask cost, but it's a sheet mask and a bubble mask. So it just sounds intriguing, and like I said, Glam Glow has never done like a sheet mask before, but I love their traditional masks, so I feel like this is something I would really like. So I think that's probably gonna be in my cart for sure. All right, let's go down one more row. This one here is from Algenist. This is called the Genius Liquid Collagen. This is $115, you guys. Now, it is a good amount. You do get a lot of product in here. How big is it? It's one fluid ounce, so you do get a lot of product, but wow, that's expensive. So it's supposed to be basically, I mean, they call it liquid collagen. I don't know. I really love Algenist. You guys know I talk about Algenist all the time. They're a very scientific skincare brand, and all of their products I have tried, I've seen dramatic results from. So this is something I would be really intrigued to buy, but it's definitely one of those splurge products, you know, like, I don't know if I can justify spending that much money, even with the VIB discount. But it's definitely something I would really love to try. Maybe do like a video on, I don't know, we'll see. All right, next to that is this Marc Jacobs Holiday Eyeshadow Palette. So I have never purchased one of the Marc Jacobs Holiday Eyeshadow Palettes because they are expensive. This one is $99. You do get a lot of eyeshadow in here. You get 20 eyeshadows in this, it looks like. So it's a lot of eyeshadow, but I really do love his formula for eyeshadow, and I think the packaging on this is so cute. I love the zebra stripes. I just think it's really beautiful. I think the formula is great. It's just, can I get over the price tag? I don't know. I don't know. Again, even with the discount, that's going to be a very expensive item. So I don't know if I'll be able to pick this one up, but I am really lusting after it. So it's definitely something I would like to get, but I just don't know if I'm going to be able to do that one. Next to that is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 3. So this is this year's version of the edit palette that Hourglass comes out with every year. So it looks like there's 3 blushes, a bronzer, and 2 of the highlighting powders in this particular palette. The only thing about these palettes, I have seen them in store, and the actual pan size on the powders are pretty tiny, especially for the $80 price tag. But my friend Liv from Liv Loves Her Makeup talks about these palettes all the time and says how amazing the value is. So I don't know, I'm kind of tempted to get one because I've never purchased any of the holiday palettes. Like I've said, I've looked at them, I've had them in my cart, I've thought about it, and then I end up taking them out because I'm just like, ooh, can I spend that much money on such a small little palette? And I haven't been able to justify it yet, but it's definitely something I would like to try, so I do have it on my wish list. Next to that is from Tatcha. This is brand new from Tatcha. It's called the Violet Sea Radiance Mask. I have been very impressed with the products I've tried from Tatcha in the past, so it's definitely something I would like to try. And a radiance mask sounds nice. I mean, that sounds like something everyone could benefit from, so it's definitely something I would like to get. I think the packaging is stunning too, by the way. That's very beautiful packaging. Packaging always gets me, you guys. Scrolling down a row, this might surprise some of you to see this in my wish list, but this is from Too Faced. It's the Just Peachy Velvet Matte Eyeshadow Palette. We do carry this in my store. I have swatched it 100 million times in my store, and I just really like it, and I really want it. It's surprising we've had it as long as we have, and I haven't picked it up, but I've been really good about continuing on with my low buy. I've been hardly buying anything, you guys. You'd be so proud of me. So it hasn't been something I've picked up yet, but it's still on my wish list. It's still something I would like to have. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, again, pick this up or not, so we'll see what makes the cut. Next, I have these 2 palettes, which are the Sephora Collection Pro palettes. For some reason, we never received these in my store, but we have in my wish list, I have the warm one and the cool one. I didn't put the brights in here because I don't think I would actually use that palette enough to justify purchasing it, because the price tag, it's $68, even though it's Sephora Collection. These are pricey. I really am tempted to pick up one of these. I'm not sure if I would get the warm or the cool. I think I probably am leaning more towards the cool because I have so many warm tone palettes already that I feel like this is more of a unique item for my collection, but I really am drawn to both of them. So to be honest, it's kind of a tough decision which one I would want more, but I'm definitely considering picking these up. I've heard mixed reviews on these as well. A lot of people think that they're very powdery. A lot of people were comparing the how powdery they are to like the Lorac Pro formula, but I actually love the Lorac Pro formula, so for me it doesn't sound like a bad thing. So yeah, I'm really tempted to try these, but we'll see. Next to that, I have this Stellar Cosmic Face Haze. Now these last few items, you guys these are gonna look familiar. These have been on my wish list, in my loves list, since last year's VIB sale. I wanted them last year, wasn't able to pick them up, and kept them in my loves list because I still really want to try these items. So this is the Cosmic Face Finishing Powder from Stellar. I've never tried anything from this brand, but I'm very curious about the brand. So it's only $30, which is a pretty reasonable price for a setting powder. So something I'm still thinking about picking up. Also, the Tom Ford matte lipstick. I've been wanting one of these for a long time, like years, and it's just so hard to justify paying $54 for a lipstick when I could get a palette for that price, but I still really want one. So it is still on my wish list. It's probably not going to make the cut again this year, but eventually, someday, I will splurge and get one of these. And then next to that is the Viseart eyeshadow palette. I really really want to get one of the full-size ones. This is the All Matte Warm palette, I believe. But yeah, I've been really wanting to get a full-size Viseart palette, and this would be the one that I would pick up for sure. So, and then the last thing in here is the Versali Rose Gold Elixir. I've just been hearing so many people talk about this elixir that it's something I would like to test out for myself, just because I've heard so many things about it. So, all right, you guys, that is my whole wish list. As I mentioned, I am going to be definitely narrowing this down. I cannot pick up everything. I did put it all in my cart just to show you guys like what the cost would be. And it was, I think, over $1,500. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so if I were to purchase everything right now, before the discount, it would be $1,500. So clearly, I cannot spend that kind of money. I can't afford that. I wish I could, but I am definitely going to be narrowing this down. And if you guys want to see a haul after the VIB sale ends, let me know. I would definitely consider doing that. I do have a little bit of a gift card that I'm planning to spend on this VIB sale, so I am going to pick up a few things, but we'll see how much I actually end up getting. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video today. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I'd love to hear what you guys have on your wish list, so definitely leave me those comments as well, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!